Guys, we're doing it again. 5 budget knives that you can pick up right now. Let's get into it. Guys, you heard me in the intro. We're going to get 5 knives that you can get right now. All of these are pretty budget. Let's start with this one because I love it and get this other stuff out of the way. Guys, this is the Savvi Cachet. This is a knife that came in from Jared. I had never seen it before, and I have never wanted a knife in white scales as badly as I do right now. This thing is in 14C28N steel. I guess you want to call it a frame lock with G10, checkered and textured G10 scale overlays that are done gorgeously. This comes in a bunch of different patterns. Like I said, 14C28N blade that's done in clip point. Nice and cleanly done. The edge on it is great, nicely ground. You can reverse flick off the fuller, and the action on this is so good. It is just shy of drop shot, just a little jiggle. Reversible pocket clip and a lanyard post here. This thing has got all the bells and whistles, and in this configuration, I think it is stunning. Stunning looking knife. Ooh, yeah, I agree. The flipper action on it is great. There are no hot spots on this. Pocket clip is super comfortable in hand, and if you're trying to do some cutting, it would be the one right here. It is such a good, solid grip on that. It's amazing how good that is. So there you go, your first one, Savvi Cachet. I will have links to all of these down below where you can purchase these. This one you guys know I like. This is the Kaiser original. This one is in copper. Now, you can pick this up on Amazon. The link will have multiple different versions of it. This is done in a button lock with a blade steel of 154 cm, and this is possibly one of the nicest little button locks I've had come in a long time. Thumb studs only. The balance on this copper one is good. It feels really good in hand. Nice and small, compact package. Pocket clip just disappears in your hand. The blade grind on it is really good for a small knife. You've got a very functional blade, very sharp. Nicely done, and on top of that's attractive. And I will tell you right now, the copper does not cost any more than the other versions, but if you're worried about weight, it's really not that heavy because they've done a good bit of weight reduction in it. It could have been way heavier, but it also comes in aluminum scales and several other versions that you can absolutely pick up with the purchase link I'm putting down below. Nice thing about the copper is over time, this is going to patina as I've worn some of that black coloration off of that. And like I said, the button lock on this, listen to that. You cannot even hear that button lock rubbing, and you don't hear anything from the bearing. Super smooth. Great little everyday carry work knife. I have been very pleased with this knife. Really happy. So there you go. Let's look at the next knife, but not before you hear something from our sponsor. Guys, I have made it abundantly clear that I live my life purely fueled on caffeine and inappropriate thoughts, so it only makes sense that I would partner with a company like Coffee Brand Coffee. Coffee Brand Coffee is providing you coffee that is roasted to order, delivered to your door with no politics. We get enough politics in our day-to-day life. We don't need it in our entertainment or in our breakfast beverages. So go check out description down below. There is a link to Coffee Brand Coffee. Save 5%. You can also use my coupon code CrazySharp when you order. It directly supports the channel. Big shout out. Thanks to Coffee Brand Coffee for sponsoring this video. Guys, we haven't seen this for a little bit, and I have not finished the review. I'm enjoying carrying this knife. This is the XTouch button lock folder. Now, that's the only name it has right now. This company reached out to me, asked me if I would review the knife. They sent me the item, and I was very pleased. I told them to get an honest review. This thing is a very well done, very budget friendly button lock folder in 14C28N, and it has held up. It cuts really. I did just clean this up right before, but it's held up really well. Nice button lock on it. The action on it's really good. So comfortable in hand. I absolutely recommend this knife. I'm going to keep recommending this knife. You've got thumb studs if you choose. You've got the back flipper. You've got a really well done button lock. Like I said, nice low profile button on it. It's not a real big button, and you've got Very, very nice blade shape on this coming down. 14C28N, one of my favorite steels. This seems to have been done really well, and it came screaming sharp with a very thin behind the edge profile. This is a very good cutter. This is one I would recommend every day and twice on Sunday if you're looking for a good everyday work knife that's going to do a lot of cutting. Really comfortable pocket clip. It's got this nice tall area here that catches the pocket just right if you're wearing thicker pants. And still not a hot spot at all. It's very, very comfortable. It's got a very fixed blade-esque handle that makes it really comfortable. It's nice and broad, fills your hand really well. And even though it's not completely rounded, just enough chamfering on this to give it that feel that it just fills your palm of your hand really, really well. Dig this knife a lot. Like I said, you can check this out. I'll have a link to it down below. Awesome, awesome knife. Go check it out. This is one I just had to throw in because it's so much fun. This is a great little self-defense folding knife, small little one. It's a flipper and it has a wave feature coming out of the pocket. This is the Best Tech Strellet, and it looks, like I said in the video about it, like a Skeksis. But when you get it in hand, you absolutely understand it. This thing is so good and comfortable in hand. And as far as a self-defense tool to get yourself and extract yourself from a bad situation, this would be right up the alley for a lot of people. Not only does it flip here, when you put it in your pocket, this will grab and absolutely deploy and wave off of the pocket and give you a very easy deployment. Pocket clip on it is a nice carry. It sits really well in a pocket. And in fact, it's really small. You could carry this waistband carry or in your fifth pocket or watch pocket and allow you to deploy that out and have a small little self-defense knife that is just thoughtless. Not thoughtless, but you just require no real training. All you're going to do with this is just claw at it. It's a lot along those lines. It's somewhere between a push dagger, a pakal, and a karambit. It's in that range, right? Actually, it's like if a karambit and a push dagger had a kid, this is what you would get. And I love it. This thing is really good. And it's striking, but I can honestly say I see the value in that of just being something you can grab and have at the ready for a little last chance self-defense, get yourself out of a bad situation item. So, and it's done really well. So there you go. And on to our final knife. Sorry, meant to mention 14C28N steel on this little guy. This is your final one. This is the Freeze 2 154 cm blade. This is a very, very good cutter. If you're looking for a knife just based on, hey, I need to do a lot of cutting, I would absolutely recommend this one. Nice straight area here with a little bit of belly, but it is ground really thin and it just screams through everything you throw at it. It's nice and light because it is G10 with carbon fiber overlayer, but they've also done a lot of weight reduction in those liners. So you have a larger knife at a light package weight. You've got reversible pocket clip, lanyard hole if you like. You've got all the bells and whistles on this. And when you're cutting, this thing is so comfortable to cut with. It's got a little bit of a canted down. It's got this finger area here that kind of cants the blade down and gives you like that power cut that you want. And like I said, I did a lot of cutting with cardboard. I cut a lot of wood with this, and I have zero complaints with how it cuts. Nice area to access the lock bar. The action on it, as all the O-Knife offerings have been, is super smooth. They offer this in a bunch of different configurations. They have a copper one and several others, but this is just a great all-around workhorse knife that I would recommend all day. I mean, it really is. I was kind of on the fence about it at first, but after carrying it for a while, I really dig how well this knife cuts and carries. So there you go, guys. There was 5 knives that you can pick up right now. So let's turn this around, do some final thoughts, and send you out about your day. Guys, if I had to pick one knife out of that bunch to absolutely recommend, it's got to be the Kaiser Original. I absolutely love this knife. Super surprised how much I enjoy it. I was thinking about doing a giveaway with this one. I think this one's going to stay for a while. So good. Like I said, links down below to purchase everything you saw. Anything you purchased down below supports the channel. Another way you can support the channel, go visit Coffee Brain Coffee. I know you guys don't like ads and videos. I kind of got to do it. It's the only way we can support ourselves here at Crazy Sharp and make this possible. So check out Coffee Brand Coffee, tea, cocoa, coffee. All of it supports the channel. There's a bunch of other affiliate links down below, including Doll Strong Knives, super good selection of kitchen knives, and Tempered Trail, also a channel sponsor, where you can pick up some of the best shoelaces on the market. Guys, other ways you can do it, I have got a membership. There's a huge benefit to being a member. You get early access to videos. You have access to, everyone has access to my Gilded server. The baseline and premium tier members are entered into giveaways where I give away knives like this to the paying members that are baseline and premium, and the premium guys have access to a sharpening tutorial series that's behind a paywall here on YouTube that's super in depth. Guys, that's pretty much it on this one. I love you all. Keep it clean in the comment section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and I'll see you in the next video.